Hey guys, it's Matt, or RealFan845 here again. Back again giving you guys a update here on the railroad. A lot has changed since the last video you've seen. This is actually from me from a long time. I haven't done an official layout update. The last video you guys seen from me was just showing you a little touching base of what I have acquired over the past, what I've been doing. But this video is dedicated specifically as the state of the layout and what I have done to it so far. I've done quite a bit since the last time you've seen the video, since my last video. So I'm going to show you quite a bit. This layout, I could safely say, has an identity now. Once you start seeing what I have done, you'll get an overall idea as to the overall aesthetic and theme I'm going for. Because for the longest time, since I started this channel, I never really had a distinct idea as to what I wanted to do with my layout. I never had a distinct setting, or this layout really didn't have a personality, but now it does, and you're going to see why in just a moment. So, the most noticeable thing that you can see when you first come down to the layout is that I added to my telephone poles, I added electrical wires going all the way down to the end of the street, and I'll tell you, it really enhances the layout. It brings a lot more life. It makes it feel more real. The only thing I haven't done yet, I haven't done the top piece. I know in real life on telephone poles you have the top going all the way down to the other. So I'll do that in the future, but for right now, it looks really cool. The only thing, sadly, that I cannot do, I cannot run, if I get an electric engine with catenaries, I will not be able to have them all the way up on this layout because they will literally hit the top. There's not enough clearance, unfortunately, but it'll do. I'm not really complaining too much. One other thing that I've done since the last video you've seen to my Harley-Davidson dealership, I gave it a complete overhaul. I weathered it, and I added a lot more details to it. Added that Coca-Cola logo there. I really wanted to change the overall aesthetic to this thing to make it feel more old school, and I added a lot more 1930s advertising to it. There's that Harley gasoline oil you see right there. And then I changed the overall sign as well, which is pretty cool. And it looks so much better than what it did. I'm going to add, if you've seen this, it's like ballast, on top of building rooftops, they have gravel on the top. That's more or less what I'm going to do here as well. So don't just think it's like sheetrock from my ceiling coming down. It's like ballast from Woodland Scenics, but that will happen over time. I'll do that. And then coming here, we have a full-fledged new building here that I used the kit to build. One of those, I forget how you pronounce the company's name. It's a Town building kits. It looks really cool. I completely weathered it and painted it myself here, and I added a whole bunch of if you haven't guessed already, the layout is going for a straight up 1930s theme. But because I'm adding a lot in the 30s, they had a lot of building advertisements on the side. So that's what I got here. I found all these really cool ones online from the 30s here and just placed them on there. And did the back too as well. Yeah, it really looks cool, this building, especially when you come down here to the ground level. I got this chocolate truck that's going to be making a candy delivery to the store. And then here I'm going to be adding a mini park scene. I'm going to have a gazebo, a little pathway, some flowers, and maybe a band in here playing a little show at the park, have some people and stuff. So that should be really cool. I just got to figure out how, because I can't really seem to find O-scale gazebos that would fit this space. I might have to end up scratch building it somehow. I'm not entirely sure just yet. but we'll figure that out. Now, moving up the road, we have an entire gas station scene that I am working on here. A complete 1930s gas station scene. The building is from Woodland Scenics as well. Beautiful, beautiful building from them. It is highly detailed. It's got a lot of stuff going on. We move these cars out of the way. I don't think I've seen too many videos on YouTube of this specific building, but it is really, really, really nice. It's got a lot of nice detail. I actually added some extra signage to this building because when you get it from Woodland Scenics, I feel like there was missing some things, so I decided to fully add a few more extra signs. So I took the liberty. I add an old Coca-Cola sign to the side. I also added a shell. You can see it's all like signs from that time. And you can see looking here, the car shop. These cars don't come with the building, obviously, but you can see when you build cars, like it looks really cool. You got all the different auto parts and stuff and junk. Alongside, you got trash cans and whatnot. It's really, really nice. You got an oil tanker right here. Extra tires. You got these light fixtures here. Unfortunately, they don't actually light up. But it's a possibility to maybe somehow add lighting into there. I'm not going to go that in depth with it. I don't want to break this. But I'm sure that there's people out there that would try to add lighting to these. You go around the front. You got a whole bunch more going on. Add a few more signs there. It's overall really nice. And then what I took the liberty, I added an electrical line that goes straight across into the electrical outlet for the building, so it just makes the aesthetic even more cool. And then I actually scratch built this custom shack here out of popsicle sticks. Yes, popsicle sticks, not balsa wood or anything. And it looks really cool. Now, I built this for the purpose that it is an extra service shed, if you will. If we got, say, people were coming in for cars there, we have this shack here, and it's going to house two different things. It's either going to be for an extra car to work on, or it's going to be my main purpose I built it for is for the gas station's tow truck to be housed. That's actually a 1950s Chevy pickup. That is not appropriate to this time period, but it works for right now until I find a 1930s tow truck to go with it. But for right now, it's cool. And then I'm going to be adding like a custom on the website. I forget the name of the website. If I remember, I'll put a link in the description. But I'm going to add a light into here. And then I'm going to add like two different custom workbenches for like the mechanics in there. And add people in there. And then I'm going to add like probably like a Model A or some type of pickup right here that's going to look all beat up. And you're going to have a whole bunch of mechanics working on it on the side. I still want to add something else on the side here. I'm probably going to add like an oil change for like 5 cents or something like that. Just to add even more aesthetics to it. And then I added some other things along the side here. If you guys don't know the nudge there of this sign here, it's actually from... I've always wanted to do that. It's from my favorite cartoon from Walt Disney, Mickey's Service Station. And that was actually the inspiration to me making this gas station scene. I love that cartoon so much that I said, maybe I could do something like that on the layout. Have like that kind of service station feel and have a lot going on. And this type of building is in the background of that cartoon, and you have this, you wreck them, we fix them. So I was like, that slogan could work for this gas station scene. And then for here, I'm going to add like 3 other extra buildings. If I have room, I'm going to add a Woodland Scenics Tavern, like a bar. Then I'm going to be adding another Woodland Scenics building, which is the, what's the name of it? It's like a clothing store that's going to go right here. It's like a corner building, so like you're going to have a nice little tower on the side there. A department store, basically. And then I'm going to have another corner building on the side over here. So this whole town, by the next time you see this layout, it will look way, way different. I really have been trying to just work on this on the town to add it some life. Because for my older subscribers, you remember the town wasn't getting that much love. It was very, all we had was the road, and that was it. We didn't really have that much going on here, but now it's becoming a very thriving town, and it's looking really, really nice overall. I'm actually planning to rework the junkyard scene. I'm going to take a lot of the crushed cars out, maybe leave one or two of them there. But my goal is I want to get like a Woodland Scenic shack. They have like this tiny little building. I'm going to put in the corner as like the junkyard office or something like that. And then add a whole bunch of custom vehicles and whatnot in there to make it look more realistic. Because these crushed cars are not scale whatsoever. From a distance, it fits the part, but I feel like I want to redo this whole thing, make it look more realistic to the scene. So that's pretty much it for right now, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and this quick little update. And definitely look out for more videos on the way. I'll be doing a lot more this summer. I got some product reviews for you guys. I still want to do that Blue Comet review for you all. So stay tuned, and hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Matt, RailFan845, signing off.